Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Average and ignore errors. We have a range here. It has some negative numbers. It has some errors. There may be a text in here. So no. How do you check? Remember, how do we check to see if there's any text in a range? You go to special, go to formulas. Nope. Go to constants. You want to unmark whatever you have here that you don't want to compare. Hit OK. It says no cells, so there's no text in here. What if we just go back and mark this as text, highlight the range, go back, find it, select, go to special, formulas, nope, constants, unmark, everything but text, hit OK, and it says nothing. Here's the deal when you do this. You have to hit 84 text. See the little arrow here? And then this triangle. Now it shows there's a text in there. Find and select, go to special, go to constants, unmark, everything but text. Okay. And there you're showing text. Why do we do that? Because we're trying to figure average. If we have average, what happens? Average is not going to count text. We go, notice 4371. Go back here and it says convert to number. And it goes 4875. Just keep that in mind that if somebody hands off some data to you, you might want to do that quick cursory go to special check to see if there's any junk within the range. I've already given away what we're trying to do here. We're looking at averaging, ignoring errors. We know text is sort of an error, not noted as an error, but we don't want to count it in our average. So basically, we have four choices. We can just do an average. Pull up average. We can go over here. We have all the syntax here as to what all these functions do. We have average, and we're just averaging a number. We have aggregate. Find and perform calculations for a database or a list. We have a function number. We have options, first and second argument. We'll go in here. We have aggregate. What are we doing? Our function is 1. You have to understand aggregate in all the different mechanisms. I mean mechanisms. Let's go in here, function, and then we have function array for aggregate, function number. So you have to know where to start here. We have function array, okay. We're going to go down 1, returns an aggregate in a list of database. Function number is the number 1 to 19 that specifies the summary function for the aggregate. I'll provide what the 1 to 19 are. For now, I just want to explain aggregate, and we're going to have a section alone just for aggregate, and I'll provide the details. Aggregate, essentially, we're doing the same thing as average. We have an average if. Go over here to the syntax. Average if, what does it do? Averages numbers that meet a criteria. Well, let's look at it. We have average if, we have a range. We have our range highlighted. What's the criteria? We want to average if everything greater than 0. Look at the range. What do we have here? We're going to average 78, 11, 20, 84, negative 59 is greater than 0. So no, we won't add that into our average if. And 63, 95. The thing, average if gives you conditional abilities. You set the conditions and Excel will spit out a number. We have average filter. And what's a filter? Allows you to filter a range of data based on criteria you define. Kind of sounds like the average if, doesn't it? Well, let's take a look. Kind of following the same path, you can see a lot of different options when you're messing around in Excel. Average, well, you know that's what we're shooting for. What are we trying to do? Filter. We have a filter array. What's the criteria? We're asking, is this a number? And if it's a number, average it. Pretty simple, huh? It kind of looks like the average function to me. Why would you use this? In this example, it's simple. There will be more complexity down the road. If error, we can throw in an if error here. If there's an error, we can always include an if error. We want is number. Test if cell is a number, true or false. If it's true, then we're going to average those numbers. If it's false, we're not. Quick overview of 4 different ways to average information and ignoring errors. Brad Williams, XL Prime.